Take a look at your screen here. The Washington Free Beacon releasing photos of Hunter Biden driving the now infamous Corvette belonging to his father, President Joe Biden. So the photos allegedly surfaced from Hunter Biden's own abandoned laptop. Well, a special counsel, as we know, has been appointed to investigate the classified documents that were improperly stored next to that very Corvette in the president's Wilmington, Delaware home. Kentucky Republican Congressman James Comer and ranking member of the House Oversight Committee is with us now. Congressman Comer, welcome to National Report. Again, these photos, we don't know exactly when they were taken or how that relates to when documents were discovered, when they might have been stored in the garage. But what are your overall thoughts when you wonder who might have had access to these classified docs?
Right. That's a great point. I have a lot of questions. It's hard for me to believe that when Joe Biden moved out of his vice president's office, that the documents were delivered to multiple locations. One would believe the documents were all delivered to one location. It was probably the Biden Center. And then somehow some more documents ended up at Joe Biden's house. That's what you would assume. But what we know is that those documents were at his house at the same time that Hunter Biden was living there. And Hunter Biden is a national security risk. Here's a guy that's been kicked out of the most exclusive hotel in California. He's banned from staying there. He was asked to leave and not renew his lease at his office building in Georgetown. So, both times it was because of people he was bringing in. So the hotel and the office building didn't like the people he was associating himself with, if that tells you anything. And then the other concern with the overall investigation, we're investigating the Biden family for influence peddling. They've received millions of dollars from our adversaries, especially in China. Our adversaries aren't giving the Bidens millions of dollars for charity. They're doing it because they want a return on their investment. My concern is somebody was going through those documents and they may have been passing information on, classified information on to our adversaries. So this is very concerning, and we're not going to let up on this investigation.
Yeah, as you point out, you're concerned, clearly, and we're left with speculation at this point. We want some real answers, though, in the case, and I know you're looking into this, asking for additional information. But tell me about the transparency. What's it been like with the House Oversight Committee really looking into the details of the classified documents? A special counsel has been appointed. What's the communication been like?
Well, there's been no communication, and I'm beginning to get concerned this is going to be a trend from the Biden administration. Remember, Joe Biden promised he would be the most transparent president in the history of America, and I could make a strong argument he's the least transparent president in the history of America. We want to know who had access to those classified documents. We believe there are records or notes or communication that would explain who had access to those records, especially at his house. Now, remember, he ran the presidential campaign in 2020 from his basement. We all remember that. There were people going in and out of that house at all hours. We need to know who those people were. We need to know what level of documents that he had, that he was mishandling in his house, because we're investigating this family for some serious concerns with respect to influence peddling in Ukraine, Russia, and China. And we understand that there were documents pertaining to Ukraine, classified documents pertaining to Ukraine in that first batch that was turned over.
Mm-hmm. Right. We don't know the details of what was included in the second batch of documents. And as you point out, and we've come to know, there have been no visitor logs made available for who's been stopping by the Delaware home. Kentucky Congressman James Comer, thanks for joining us with an update. Keep us posted on the very latest.
Thanks for having me.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. Your retirement funds are being threatened with even more losses from record inflation, recession, and skyrocketing interest rates. Fortunately, the highly trained specialists at American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. If you call them right now as a special offer, they will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order, so don't wait. Call 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532.